All right, Kiss Army, this is Stephen Michael from the Growing Up Rock podcast. You wanted the best, you got the best. Or in this case, whatever it is we had left over after Tom and Zeus snuck into Paul Stanley's dressing room backstage and stole his bottle of cooking wine and his pair of Dr. Scholl's platform boot inserts. Get ready to laugh with these two on this week's episode of the Shout It Out Loudcast.
Hey, what's up there, Kiss Army? Tom and Zeus with another episode of Shout It Out Loudcast, episode 72, calling this one Turn on the Night. Tom, how are you?
Oh, I'm great. Ready to turn on the night, buddy. It's a holiday weekend. This episode will be dropping Memorial Day weekend.
Yes. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully the weather will be nice. We get to have people lay back, listen to this, hear some great Kiss tunes, and move on. And hopefully this pandemic is winding down, but you never know. Don't want to get into a pandemic talk again, buddy. So Let's move that part along.
No, I know.
Right?
We want people to kind of safely try to enjoy the holiday weekend however they can.
Absolutely. So what's going on in Kiss world?
Well, there's actually busy week. I mean, in terms of anniversary or important dates in history, it's been insane how almost every day this week we've been posting things. Our social media has been like on overdrive. So started off the week, it was the anniversary of Alive 3. Everybody knows how I feel about that one. That one is just amazing. Then we had the anniversary of 1980 when Peter officially left the band. Zeus is still recovering from that tragic day. We had the anniversary of the release of Exposed.
Yes! Oh. That changed me. I'm telling you, I think changed me tremendously. Seeing boobs on a VHS that I could own. And then that was the real bridge to older Kiss. I didn't have footage. There was no YouTube back then to see Kiss in makeup. It reminded me of my childhood. By this point, I was really back into Kiss, but I didn't have any clips of their videos and stuff. Oh, my God. I didn't know anything about the history about the band back then. And then you look back and you see the video of them in Brazil singing I Love It Loud. Holy shit. Seeing the uncensored videos of Who Wants to Be Lonely and All Night. And then meeting Sonny the Monkey Crockett, not Sonny Pooney the Monkey. It was kind of cheesy in a bit, but for us, awesome.
I mean, we talk about how much we love Extreme Close-Up, but Exposed is just like a cult classic among Kiss fans. Like you said, it had like the girls. It was a lot of people's first time seeing like old makeup Kiss. Like it was just an unbelievable video. So we had that. Then we had the anniversary of the release of Revenge. Yes. We had the anniversary of this was in 1978. This week they filmed the concert scenes for Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. That happened this week. The anniversary.
Let's go.
And then we had today. We're recording on Wednesday. What's today's date? Wednesday the 20th. We had the anniversary of maybe the most polarizing album in the catalog. I've never seen such an absolute love-hate, and that is Unmasked. And it was interesting, too, because go back and listen to our Unmasked review episode. But Kiss released on their website, we posted it on social media. By the time you hear this, you'll see it. But they released all new Unmasked merchandise. Some of the T-shirt, like some of the stuff is friggin' amazing. The one thing I'm not happy about, and I'm hoping that it's in production, is they didn't release to coincide with the anniversary. They didn't release like a colored vinyl anniversary edition, which that's got to be coming because they've done it for Dress to Kill. They did it for the solo albums. They did it for Hot in the Shade, Dynasty. So I'm hoping that's coming. One interesting thing too, and I saw some chatter about this, was one of the shirts that they released. It's awesome. It's a Kiss Unmasked. It's a concert picture T-shirt. It says Kiss Unmasked Tour 1980, and it's got Gene, Paul, and Ace in front in their Super Kiss outfits. It's awesome. But in the background, Eric Carr's, or who would be Eric Carr, you can't see him. His face is like blacked out.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. So a lot of people were just, wondering, is it because of, is it a makeup issue? Is it an Eric Carr issue? Is it an issue because the Catman is still in the band and the Fox doesn't exist anymore? So it was a lot of conspiracy theories and questions. I thought it was interesting.
Yep. Yeah. When did it come out? Was this something that was done back in 1980? Did they black him out? Or is this recent that they're having issues with Eric's makeup? Because we know our buddy Ed at Click Tea Shop is able to get his stuff done with Eric's makeup. So who knows?
That's why I thought of that, because we talk how Ed has been lucky enough to put together some amazing Eric stuff. It was just glaring, and as soon as that stuff came out, you saw a lot of people talking about it, and it is glaring. You see the band in the front, and then in the back, you just see a shadowed drummer.
There's no fucking way in hell that is going to get put up and a Kiss fan is not going to fucking catch on to it.
Absolutely.
No fucking way in hell.
Absolutely. Oh, no doubt. I mean, it's like the FBI. Kiss fans are like the fucking FBI going through everything.
There's already like a fucking Twitter account blackened out fucking Eric Carr shirt or something, probably.
That's true.
But yeah, whatever.
In terms of like news, like, not really. A lot of the band stuff has been kind of quiet. I haven't really seen. I mean, Bruce is still doing his videos, which we love.
He's got some sort of a thing out right now. If you subscribe to his YouTube channel, he's going to give away a guitar.
That's right. Yeah, we tweeted that out on our social media. I saw that. Yep, that's right. And Speaking of Bruce, what was the big thing that we were all talking about last week that we watched on Saturday?
He joined Jericho and the gang on Quarantine on their Saturday night special. Oh, that was awesome. I watched that whole thing. What a great bunch of guys. The project sounds so awesome. Like just guys that are into the 80s Kiss music and not ashamed.
Don't be ashamed to call his name.
And you just can enjoy it. Not no one in there go, hey, fucking play Cold Chin. It is what it is. It's just, I commend Jericho about it. I think they're doing a fantastic job. The other guys in the band sounded awesome. Bruce joined them for a fun conversation. It's just class all the way around.
And I stand corrected because last week when we recorded, we hadn't heard their version of No, No, No. It's unbelievable. I mean, it sounds unbelievable. And the feedback that Jericho was getting on that recording was insane. And when they did their Saturday night special with Bruce, they announced to everybody what their next song is. Zeus, what's the next song? And you talk about going deep cuts. Yeah, I love it.
I knew he was going to do it. Jericho loves Heart of Chrome. Yep. That's what they're doing. He loves to sing, and he's talked about how many times when he's even on with us. You sold our sexy conversation to the BBC.
I love how, like you said, it like they're playing songs that just you're not going to hear them. Like they're not on compilations. They don't play them live. They're like the deepest of deep cuts. And to have Bruce jump in, it's so good.
I'm going to segue this into last week's episode.
Yep.
As our guest, Martin Popoff, has said, Kiss was still putting out gold and platinum albums in the 80s. They were still trucking along. That's still decent. Like, we can't always compare, like, Kiss and all these other bands to, like, the best of the best. They're still doing gold and platinum records. Do you think fucking, I don't know, Uriah Heep was doing that in the 80s? It's not that easy. And God bless them.
God bless us all, huh? God bless you, babe.
Okay,
wish you luck in the future. Say your prayer.
Thank you.
Okay, see you later, fruitcake.
Okay, bye.
I thought that he explained it very well. And so, and we talk about when do you get on the elevator? When do you get off? Jericho and a few others got on in the 80s, and God bless them. They're keeping that music alive, and Bruce is there too. So I think that's great. But speaking of that, what'd you think of the episode last week?
Well, I like I've said, it was amazing talking to Martin. Huge fan of his, and like we said before and after, just talking to somebody of his caliber who is not a diehard and is just a kind of like a rock scholar, I guess, if you want to say it, and just hearing his insights, both good and bad, about the band. And after listening to him, he was critical, but he gives them props. He wasn't like, oh yeah, Kiss. Yeah, Kiss, that's for kids. Yeah, go listen to Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Like, he wasn't pulling that shit with us.
No, not at all. And we did a funny poll, and I knew it was going to be something like, what are we going to do a poll on him? Like, hey, do you want a book by him? But there was a reason for it, because there are a lot of books out there. And you want to say something about the poll?
Yeah, we like, because if you listen to the episode at the end, we start talking about why he hasn't written a Kiss book, and how we want him. And he's like, oh, it's all been done. And we're like, yeah, but you haven't done one. Your voice, you're not a diehard. You're not an insider. Write one. We're kind of pushing him with being a pain in the ass to get him to write one. So the poll was obvious. It's like, hey, who wants a Kiss book by Martin Popoff? And of course, 90% of the people wanted one. And of course, 10% had to be jerks about it.
I said that there's always that's the Kiss army for you.
Yep.
Hey, everybody, is Ace Frehley your favorite, guitarist in Kiss? No, fucking Mark St. John is. Yeah. Like, there's always that fucking curmudgeon in Kiss, in the Kiss army that's just going to be miserable no matter what it is. But we had some pretty good feedback along the way. I'll read you some from Twitter. You want to look at some from Facebook. Our good friend Bill Elam. As great as the idea sounds, I don't think Kiss would want a Martin Popoff book. They want to release something that they have a final say on. Exactly. And that's exactly why a Martin Popoff Kiss book would be excellent.
Bingo.
Because Paul and Gene do not have the final say.
Which is why, and I'm not sure if I commented on that, but that's exactly why Greg Prado's book was amazing about non-makeup Kiss. And he specifically said, I don't want Paul and Gene involved in this book. We've heard what they say about this. Let's talk to everybody else.
And that's why we love that book.
Yep.
And you can hear that episode with all the other episodes of Shout Out Loudcast. Our buddy Deuce was kind of a little bit of a negative Nelly here. He didn't like some of the opinions that Martin had, but oh well. We're glad that he listens, as always. Shane Swan said, great show, guys. I'm like you. Would love to read a Martin Popoff book. He seems to validate Kiss in the rock world from a journalist point of view. Not that we needed him to tell us, right? Love the show. Exactly. We don't need it, but it is nice because usually Kiss doesn't get that validation. And Martin is very well respected. And it's great to hear it. Do you have anything, Tom, you want to read?
Yeah, and just talking about what you just said, like Martin, like he writes and covers like the bands that are like critically like love, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, all those bands. And to hear him talk about Kiss, criticizing because he's a critic, that's good. But like we said, he didn't just blow them off as like some joke, But on Facebook, our buddy Lemmy, another great episode. A big fan of Martin, and not just because he's Canadian. Thin Lizzy books are tough to come by, and he's done 3. Plenty of gems in his catalog. This episode turned me onto his podcast, which is great as well. That's awesome because it's an unbelievable podcast. Then we got something from Rick. Rick Rare. He said, good listen. His reaction to Peter's last 2 solo albums was priceless.
Yeah. Not a big fan.
That was great. And then I think our buddy Bill also on Facebook, he said, I was surprised at Martin's opinion on Kiss. I'm assuming he meant like, in a positive way. But yeah, no, it was interesting. Like you said, Martin's an insider, but if you're into rock, metal, and history and reading, you know who he is. So we were just very pleased to have him on it and talk about Kiss. So,
and the best part about that whole interview is when you talked to him and said, and that Kiss, after the Beatles, of all the artists in rock and roll, probably is more influential in hard rock and metal. It's Kiss.
Yeah. And I liked how he said, that's not just my opinion. That's me interviewing over 1,000 rock stars, bands that say that. It's not just me thinking that, it's everybody saying it. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes it even better.
Yeah. And he's interviewing like top star rock musicians, not the fucking latest band out of the Swedish death metal that's featured on a couple of our buddies' podcasts, right? Sorry, had to do it. Anyway, that's it for Kiss news.
Yep.
But it's getting to be the summer, getting a little frisky.
Oh, yeah?
When it's time to get frisky, there's only one place for you to go. Because yes, because free stuff is awesome, but free stuff to spice up the bedroom is even better. Select almost any one item for 50% off, and then Adam and Eve loads on the free stuff. Use promo code Loudcast at checkout and get 10 tantalizing free gifts. A sexy item for him, a special gift for her, and a third item you will both enjoy. And let's not forget the 6 free spicy movies and free shipping. Promo code Loudcast, adamandeve.com. Celebrate your holiday weekend with Adam and Eve.
Absolutely. Great job on that, as always, Tom.
Yeah.
Let's get into our topic. This week, we are going to be talking about a top 10 list we each going to do. And it's Memorial Day weekend for us. Growing up, it's always been the Memorial Day weekend. People start going to Cape Cod. The summer is kind of here. People start celebrating, hitting the beach, fun music. Now, with Kiss, they don't have that quintessential summer song that is, hot summer nights in my radio. But they do have songs that, to me, can be equated to the summertime. Putting down your convertible, driving fast to get to the beach at night, blasting your tunes at the beach, hanging out with buddies. It's a little bit different than just a Sunday barbecue with your friends. This is what songs make you think about summer and Kiss. What songs do that? Tom, do you anything you want to add to that?
No, it's true. Because like last year we did like a 4th of July like playlist, but that's like a playlist if you're having, family, friends over, like music. Like this is like Zeus said, like if I'm in my car and I'm driving, or I want to play, or kind of like celebrating the summer, celebrating the summer's here, the good weather's here. What do you want to listen to? For me, I don't know how you went about it. Like I did songs that are, like you said, Kiss doesn't have like a summer night song, but I try to pick through their catalog at songs that are kind of upbeat, fun, not fucking Strange Ways is not on my list. Okay. Like that's not. So
what the fuck? Why did you put on Journey of 1,000 Years?
Right. Yeah. Like those songs are not on my list. So I just went with like upbeat songs, like you said, and you put the kind of the picture in the head of like, convertible or, driving along and just playing some upbeat Kiss tunes.
I used to do it, Tom. I had a place in the Cape back when times were good, and single bachelor, had the Mercedes convertible. Remember those days?
Yeah. And I
drove to the Cape at night, blasting Kiss tunes. And this is why this came to me. Like I can think of the songs that I was going to play loud. And just having a blast driving there.
Yeah, and way back, I used to have a Jeep, so I used to have
the good old Jeep. Yes, Jeep
back in the days. So you think of that too. Yep.
Yeah, if you're going to your cottage, what are you thinking about? What do you want to blast for a good time? Right? You're not gonna fucking play Going Blind.
No,
I think we could almost do a top 10 not to play.
That could be the next topic. The top 10 most depressing, worst, bad mood Kiss songs.
Yeah. Songs not to play when you're in a good mood.
Yeah, right.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
What do you want to do? You want to go first, or you want me to go first? I don't care.
You can go first. You can go first.
So number 10 for me is this. Your favorite, Lick It Up.
Oh, God.
Fucking love that riff, love that chorus. And you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Family Guy episode where they get the fucking Hummer.
Yeah.
And because he's got a Hummer, every fucking station was playing Lick It Up by Kiss. And he couldn't change it. There is a reason I want to waste it. It ain't a crime.
Yeah, it's me. Can you change the station?
Five different stations all playing Lick It Up by Kiss. Hummer.
Like you're a fucking asshole playing Lick It Up. Lick It Up. Like I feel like pulling into a Packy store. Yes, we call it a Packy store. Packy store to go get it. And I leave the car running and Lick It Up is blasting. And everyone's like, who the hell is this asshole?
Who the fuck is this asshole?
Oh my God. All right. So for number 10, I tried to stay off of the hit path, but whatever. So number 10 is, I hate this album, but I love this song and I'm prepared to take a beating for it. Here we go. Right. I pledge allegiance to the state of rock. I love this song. I love this song. The lyrics are so horribly cheesy, but I love the music. And believe me, I hate the Psycho Circus album, but I love this song. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. I think I get a free pass on the next fucking pick that makes you scratch your head. I Pledge Allegiance made a fucking list. And not a bad list, a positive list.
That's right. It's a very positive thing.
Yeah. Is that a positive thing? And the reason that's funny, because here comes Stonehill memory number 2000. We kept getting in trouble. So before they made us break up, us in our junior year was the greatest year of all Stonehill. Our junior year, we all lived together in a suite. And we kept doing stupid shit to get in trouble. We kept, damn it. You've heard the stories. Dorm damage. You name it, we've done it. And at this point, we smashed up our fucking suite area. Oh. And the was he a resident director? Who was he? John.
He was like the director of Residence Life, I think.
He came in and he was just, what the hell? This is continuing. This is bad. And then somebody decided to tell him, yeah, but we only broke 4 chairs and 2 desks this week. And he just snapped. Is that a positive thing?
There are so many catchphrases by teachers and administrators from Stonehill, and that's one of them.
Compared to the 400 broken beer bottles in the middle of the suite, we think it is. Oh God, that's in my head.
That's the same guy it's the same guy that looked at the posters in the suite and was like, "Oh, I think that one is sexy enough."
Yeah, Kathy Ireland photo.
Yeah,
that's on the wall. He's like, "That's already sexy enough." And meanwhile, Philbo had this photo of 5 women on motorcycles, bent over, bare naked, with the fattest snapper flaps. Just fucking ass in the air, but the flaps are touching the seat. It was just so inappropriate.
Oh, it's appropriate.
And fucking he was just like, take that down. Sexy enough. Oh my God.
It's sexy. That we should get t-shirts with that. Shout it out loud. Shout it out Loudcast. It's sexy enough.
Is that a positive thing? Absolutely. All right. Moving along. Number 9, Tom, for me. There are stuff that Kiss does that, they get criticized for some of their newer albums. But this one, that's right, off of Monster, Hell or Hallelujah. That fucking riff is badass. And then the chorus, stay down, back and forth. It is, I don't know, for me, it gives me the chills. Playing that loud, driving along the highway. Oh, great kick-ass song. Makes me think of summertime. Can't wait to crack open that first beer.
I love that song. It's just too bad that the album just falls off a fucking cliff after that. But
tell us how you really feel.
We'll save that for the Monster review, which I have many thoughts on that. So, all right. So number 9 for me, I love upbeat party song, but the best part of the song is the very, very beginning. And we'll hear that right now. Off of Love Gun, Tomorrow and Tonight, with one of Paul's greatest howls ever at the beginning of that. Oh, Love that song. I know they were trying to follow the trend of the anthem, the rock and roll night, to shout it out loud. I think this song, yes, it's on Love Gun, which everything is terrific there. I think this is kind of an underrated song. I think the version of it on Alive 2 is great. I think it's a really upbeat, like fun song, and it's a good mood song. I really like it.
Yeah, it gets forgotten. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I think it's a gem, a hitting gem. I love it. The chorus is great. It is a fun song. For me, I think that it is quintessential summer. I think it reminds me of it. I think it is something that, you don't really think about when you think about the anthems for Kiss. You kind of put that in the back burner, but great pick. Great pick. Number 8, as I was saying, I'm thinking about driving to the Cape for the summer. Well, nothing would be better than Black, with probably the best or my favorite Ace solo, Speeding Back to My Baby. Oh, that fucking guitar. Just starting off the song, he kicks ass on this. And it just, the lyrics, the vocals, he actually does a great job for Ace. Great job on the vocals on this. Love the song. And in that solo, when he just stops it and then goes back in, it just kick ass. Kick ass. Reminds me of the summer. Played it many times driving.
Yep, love that song, and it also makes an appearance on my list as well. So that's the first duplicate we have, but great song, driving song, one of the best songs on his solo albums, which, yes, the album still sucks, but that's one of the good songs on it. All right, it doesn't suck. It's not the end-all, be-all of the solo albums. All right, number 8. Love this album, but I love this version of this song, and again, I'm thinking upbeat, like songs that kind of put you in a good mood. And every time I hear this, I love this version of the song. I like the studio version too, but I love this version of it. Here we go. Unplugged version of Coming Home. I love the way it starts. I think the whole Unplugged show is just absolutely perfect. I can't wait until we get into that when we do that episode. But I just love this. It's just such an upbeat song, the way it kicks in, the way it starts at the beginning, and everybody just sounds great. And this is one of my favorite songs on that entire album, which is saying a lot because I love the whole album. Yeah,
the album is incredible. And I thought this, obviously the Unplugged brought a lot of attention, hidden kind of gem as well.
Yep.
Coming Home is a great song on the Unplugged.
Yep.
Number 7, I probably should have had this one a little higher, but a lot of these I could change along the way, but number 7 is this from Tom's favorite album, I Stole Your Love. That opening riff kicks ass. Just, you're in for a great time when you're blasting I Stole Your Love. I find that this in summer go hand in hand, and it just reminds me of a fun time. How can you not have a fun time listening to I Stole Your Love?
Oh yeah, you're singing my song here. I mean, probably the greatest song off the greatest album. I mean, I love that. That song is just insane. So of course, it's anytime you hear that, it's just going to be awesome. Number 7 for me, I got to get Gene involved in my list here. So off of my favorite non-makeup album, a fun song. The video is ridiculous, but the song I avenged, that is Domino. I love this song. I love when it kicks in and then it kind of slows back down with just a little picking in the guitar and then it kicks in. Yep. Just another fun upbeat song, and it's Gene kind of having a little fun, which you don't see too often, but I love it.
Yeah, it's got a great groove.
It does.
A little funky little thing. Yep. Bruce does a great job.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yep.
All right. The quintessential song for drinking and Kiss.
And I was drinking.
Cold Gin.
Oh, you're playing a live version. Are you going to play the whole 10-minute version with the intro?
Maybe. And then there's a little bit of the hi-hat there, right?
What? How many you'd like to drink tequila?
Yep. Cold Gin live. Who doesn't like that? I love this version more so than the studio version. I just do.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Not even close.
Yeah. And Paul's legendary stage rap.
Yep.
Woo! I need something to cool me off. Anybody got tequila?
Yeah. Oh, God. Well, I think it was Jericho who said it.
Yeah, that all the time.
It proves how Paul's not a drinker.
Give me Give me some tequila. I'm dying over here. Ugh. Yeah.
So my number six, our first duplicate, like I said, that was Speeding Back to My Baby. Just an awesome, great song. We talked about that. So back to number 5 for you.
Okay. Number 5 for me, best version of it, but it's my favorite right now. And that's the Rock and Roll All Night Unplugged version.
Oh, I love amazing.
Ace sings a verse. Peter sings a verse. I fucking love it.
I love it. They call me Rubberneck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, even the part where Paul goes, Peter.
Yep. Oh, it's amazing. That is probably one of the best. Yeah. Probably.
I don't know why it doesn't get more love hearing those guys sing a verse on it. Oh, it's awesome.
Oh, I agree. It's amazing. Let's see. So I'm at number 5.
Correct.
All right. Off of one of my favorite albums, I might edit out the intro, but I still love it. But here we go. Kill, that is Rock Bottom. I love that song. I love every version of it, especially speaking of Unplugged. We keep praising Unplugged. The Unplugged version of that is fantastic.
Fantastic. A towel?
The Alive version is awesome. It's just a ripper. It's a simple rock song, and I love it. Killer song for me.
Have you heard Bruce and his wife Lisa sing it?
I have. Very interesting. I like it. She's got an awesome voice. She could sing anything.
Such a great couple.
Yep.
Good for them. I love that they're doing something different, that they're not just sticking to just the 80s and Bruce era.
Right. No, I love it. Yep.
Another duplicate, number 4, Tom. Tomorrow and Tonight. I fucking love this song. I echo a lot of your sentiments that you're saying about it. Forgotten Gem. Love it. So that's my number 4.
Okay. My number 4. We talk about this song a lot on our show here. I don't know if many people love it, but I know I do. So here we go. That's right. You know it and love it as Disco Strutter. Strutter 78. I love this version. I'm not going to say it's necessarily better than the original, but I just love this version. It's a fun song, and that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking for fun shit, and it's Strutter with a little disco in there. I love it.
Yeah, I can't listen to it without thinking of Daryl's clip.
With the roller skating?
Like the Playboy Mansion, they're all roller skating, and James Caan is there and shaking to this. That was just such a great job. Love you, Daryl.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see why you picked this. Fun time playing this at the beach. Everyone's just hanging out.
Yep.
I can totally see it. So, yeah, fatigue factor, major. But how do you not blast this song? Because not all your friends are huge Kiss fanatics. Heaven's on Fire is so catchy and such a good time. How can that not be played during the summertime? Think about it. I mean, again, we're so used to it. It's fatigue. But to me, Heaven's on Fire is great for the summer. Summertime, fire.
Oh, absolutely agreed. You can't beat it. It's like you said. Even if you're not a Kiss fan, people just love that song. But the fatigue factor is a thing. But it doesn't change the fact that it's a great song. It's got fatigue factor because we've heard it so much because it's a great song.
Exactly. Yeah. Still, when you hear it cranked, driving, blasting, you're like, fuck yeah.
Yep. All right, here we go. Number 3 for me. After that little slide guitar intro, when the song kicks in, I love it. The chorus, I love it. Rise to It. I love this song. It's just a catchy song. It's anthemic. Get up, lights, camera, action. It's Paul. It's just a fun fucking song. I love it. I always have.
I can't think of this song without thinking of the clip that Jericho sent to us.
Remind me
where
of that.
He's singing the lyrics.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God.
We talked about it on our Hot in the Shade album.
Yep.
That I found it kind of cheesy. Ooh, I'll give you fever. Yep. I'll give you chill. He did it for us on a fucking voice memo and sent it to us. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, but part of me is like, that's why Quarantine makes such sense. He's such a fan of this era and this Paul era, and he loves these songs. But I can't think of Rise to It without thinking of Jericho singing that now.
Yep. That's awesome.
Fucking great.
Was awesome.
Number two for me. All right. These two songs I could have changed up and down. For me, I think of these songs kick-ass, summer fun, good times. Let's hear the first. For number two for me, of course, King of the Nighttime World. So badass. I just love how he just kicks in right after Detroit Rock City. And Paul is just wailing the guitar and the drums. Oh, it's just, I think it just reminds me of so much fun in summer and good times, man. I can't get enough of it. I love this song.
Yeah, it's funny that why does that song? I mean, obviously Kiss fans love everything, but the fact that this song is still under the radar and not like renowned
because they didn't write it.
No. I get that, but it's on Destroyer.
I think that hurts because they don't promote it.
But yeah, right. But it's on Destroyer. The song is insane. I mean, in the Alive 2 version is like, it's just,
it's sandwiched, which makes, that's why those three are the best three in a row. It's sandwiched between the two other huge iconic classics, right?
Yeah, you're right.
But the song is just so much fun.
Yep. I love it. You're
number two.
Yeah, we're going to stick with Destroyer. Coming from somebody who absolutely loves all things drums, when you hear this song, it's time to turn. Do You Love Me? That intro is just absolutely monstrous with those drums, and then it kicks in with Paul. Oh, I just love this song. It's just loud. You have to play it loud, and it's just one of the best for me. I still never get sick of it. I loved hearing it live. When we did see them, it's just a great one for me. It always has been.
It's a lot of fun. It's a fun song.
Yeah.
I like when they've been playing it live and they start showing the clips at the end.
Yes. Yep.
In the concerts when we saw it and showing various clips. It sounds like bells are going off a little at the end. Oh my God. I thought it's fantastic visually.
Yep.
And it worked. It really worked. So we're at the number one. As I said, I could have put King of the Nighttime World there, but I'm going with this as my number one summer song of Kiss. That's right. Off of Crazy Nights, Turn on the Night. Oh my God. That song is so fucking catchy. And I remember when it came out, and I remember the video, and it was just a different era, and it was fun, and it was just as good as anything else hair metal was putting out at the time. It was just as good as anything. Tons of fun. The chorus is off the charts. And it's just Paul at his best, singing his ass off. The song kicks ass. And I wish somehow, they could continue playing it live, but obviously they don't. What do you think?
Well, I think the same as you, because that's also my number one.
Really?
Yep. As soon as we picked, as soon as we decided on this topic, instantaneously this was number one. Everything else I kind of had to work on to put my list together, but this was instantly I didn't even need to think of it. As soon as we said summer songs, I'm like, Turn on the Night is absolutely number one, easy. The song is just fucking amazing. It's like just so anthemic, so upbeat. The lyrics, the chorus, it's just everything you want in that kind of party song. And
absolutely.
And it's 10,000 times better than Crazy Nights.
Yeah.
I just wish it was more, again, we always say it's beloved among Kiss fans, but this song has just hit written all over it, just pop single written all over it.
In the video itself, like even the crowd looks catchy, like into it and stuff. Turn on the Night is just a forgotten pop smash.
Oh yeah.
Someday somebody's going to turn that into a hit.
Yep.
It is such a catchy tune. And it's another one of those Kiss, deep cuts that anybody else would be like lucky to have in their discography, but Kiss has tons of that stuff. Tons.
Yep.
But yeah, Turn on the Night for both of us. And again, guys, we do not discuss this. We do not give each other hints. We do not talk about this stuff. We the reason why I enjoy doing this with Tom is because I have a ballpark of where his mind goes, but we don't. I'm anxious to see what he's going to say. He takes the fun out of it if I know what he's going to pick.
Yep, so, absolutely. No,
that was fantastic. Do you want to name a couple of things that as that you had maybe as
honorable mentions? Yeah, I mean, all right, you go first with your first honorable.
I was going to pick Shout It Out Loud. I know it's cliche, but it's still a party rock anthem, right?
Okay.
Let's be honest.
Okay. I was going to pick Nowhere to Run. I know it's not like necessarily upbeat, but it's just like a kick-ass rocker. You know,
that's why I didn't pick it. It's the lyrics.
It's not upbeat.
Yeah, right. It's kind of like, like girl, I'm going to get you and things like that. I don't know. Also, number 2 for me, I was going to take Love 'Em and Leave 'Em. I wanted to get some Gene Love, and Love 'Em and Leave 'Em is fun. It's a fun song, and it's catchy and stuff.
Yep, I was thinking of that too.
Easy and disposable, but it's fun.
Another one I almost picked that I actually kind of left it off my list because I was convinced you were going to take it, and neither one of us ended up doing it. But that's I Just Wanna off of Revenge.
Yeah,
I
thought so too. I had that in there.
Yep.
The only reason I didn't is because I always put it on all these lists.
Yep.
And for my third pick, that's why I didn't put Take It Off. That's why I didn't put Let's Put the X in Sex. And that's why, I didn't put, I had things like Hooked on Rock and Roll I was going to take. I was going to take Nothing to Lose, the Alive version. But, and then the last one was I could take the 2 Paul Stanley fucking incredible songs, Mr. Speed and It's All Right, but I didn't. Yep. I went with the last honorable mention, Hard Times by Ace.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Love that song.
Okay.
It's fun. It's about drinking and partying.
Yep.
Okay.
Hard Times. I know you hate this song and you hate this album, but in terms of upbeat songs, I love it. And that's Tomorrow off of Unmasked.
I can see that though being a summer song.
Yep.
Yeah. I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. So but it's funny going through this. It's funny, like you said, going through this, like Kiss is not like Van Halen when it comes to like Van Halen could put a whole album together of like summertime songs. You know what I mean?
Beautiful Girls, other things that pop in your head.
Yeah, Dance the Night Away, Summer Nights.
Panama comes to my head.
Yep.
Like all those songs come in your head. Like, oh, Van Halen, 5150, the whole album.
Yep.
I think of of summertime, right?
Yeah. Yep. Kiss
just
isn't like that. No.
They don't have any specifics on it, but they have some fun songs that you can play that aren't just Let's Put the X in Sex, but still kind of fun that you can blast.
Yeah.
Honestly, this was a lot of fun for me. I really enjoyed doing this list.
Yeah, me too. And it's fun because it's not like, oh, let's play your 10 favorite Kiss songs. Like, all right, everybody.
It's not my 10 favorite Kiss songs.
No, it's not.
Summer, it's a mood. And
exactly.
That's what, and everybody's got different moods. And like we always say, what's your favorite Kiss song today?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. No, absolutely. No, it was a good one for sure. I like it. And I'll be interested to see what people say. And I hope people don't, like you said, just don't list your 10 favorite Kiss songs. That's not what we're trying to do here.
Yeah,
I mean, if that's what
fucking, where was Black Diamond? Like, dude, Black Diamond is not, I'm not blasting Black Diamond when I'm trying to have fun at the beach.
Yeah. And the same reason I'm not blasting War Machine either. Like, you know what I mean? Or I'm not blasting Unholy. I mean, no.
Unholy. Where the fuck was fucking She's a Killer?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Right. I know.
Yep.
All right. Next thing we usually go into is questions. You got a question for us?
I do. Yep. Hold on. Let me pull up the
You do, huh? Very proud of you. That's very nice.
You do, huh?
Box here. Here's a good one that I've been kind of saving. So we haven't talked a lot about Ace tonight. So this is a question from our good friend Steve Wright from the awesome Potter Than Hell podcast.
Oh, love Steve. Love Potter Than Hell. It's
buddy.
BC's 50th birthday party. We just did a nice little clip for him.
That's right.
Go over to Potter Than Hell and wish him a happy birthday.
Wish him a happy birthday. Yep. See if he'll pull out the Lizzie Borden box set for his party. We'll see what if he does that. So his question, and we've kind of talked about this before, but he says, why do you think Ace gets cut so much slack? And then he goes, obviously not from you guys, but by the fans.
Because he's like the lovable loser.
Bingo.
That's why that expression is there. You don't expect much from him. You never heard Ace get up there either and play the fucking holier than thou. Oh, these guys aren't cutting it. They need to be on time and take care of the fans and play correctly and be there and make sure you're showing. Like Paul and Gene do that. And that's what bites him in the ass. You know what it's like. Paul and Gene are very holier than thou, sometimes attitude about whether it's, we don't use any, it's only live if you come see Kiss. And then, the other part about their, them being, I don't know, what would you say? Them being just thinking that they're the only ones that can keep up. Come see the big boys. We'll show you how to do it. It's just you're asking for it so people can watch you fail. And Ace doesn't do that. And he's funny and he's a fuck up.
I started drinking when I was 13.
So you don't expect much from him and you kind of laugh at that stuff.
Yeah. And plus he's the rock star of the band. He's the drunk. He's the lead guitar player. He's the guy who fucking just fucks up all the time.
I was a blackout drunk.
And also he's the anti Paul and Gene. Like Paul and Gene are like the mom and dad, and Ace is like the kid who like jumps out the window to go get high with his friends in the woods. And everyone's like, Ace, fucking Ace is the man. And look, we don't get me wrong, we love Ace. We love what he brought to the band. We love his music, but I think no matter what he says, it's going to be very hard for somebody to take Paul or Gene's side in an Ace argument. You know what I mean? Like, it's very rare that's ever going to happen.
Yeah, it's a typical like, oh, I'm cool. I like Ace. Can't like Paul or Gene versus Ace.
Right.
You're the square if that's the case. But that's a great question.
Yeah, it is. It's a good one. Yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks,
and,
buddy.
hey, guys, everybody, go listen to Potter Than Hell. Those guys do a kick-ass job. I think what did they just do recently?
Well, recently they just did a whole thing on Dio, because even though the name of their podcast is Potter Than Hell, like hotter than hell, they're not a Kiss podcast. They talk about Kiss a lot.
In physics, we talk about physics, properties of physics.
They recently just did an episode about the perfect Kiss album, taking the first 3 albums and making one album. Just great guys, just like love and hard rock and heavy metal. You gotta check them out. They talk about everything. Great show, good guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Steve runs a good ship with his buddies, BCBB and his son Dylan.
Yep.
Couldn't be nicer, honestly.
Yep. Absolutely.
What do we got next? Where can people find us?
People can find us, we're on all the social medias, as you know, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Our email is shoutitoutloudcast@gmail.com. We are on the Pantheon podcast family with some awesome shows there. You can find us everywhere. iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, name it, it's there. Interact with us, reach out to us, do those 5-star child reviews on iTunes. Reach out to us on Facebook. Give us some feedback, emails, etc. We do have some feedback that we want to get to tonight, right, Zeus?
Yeah. So when we ask people that they can do something for us on podchaser.com, on iTunes.com, Stitcher, Spotify, wherever, Pandora, whatever you can find us. Here's a review we got. This is from Steve67 on our Paul Stanley album. Another great episode from Tom and Zeus. Not just a great album, but a classic. These two guys always perfectly balance humor into all they do and always manage to raise smiles and laughs. The time always flies by and always leaves you wanting more. The absolute best podcast. Steve67, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. I'm glad that you love the show.
Absolutely. That's great. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So make sure you guys go on Podchaser. They got a lot of facts. You guys listen to our podcast. Chances are you listen to other podcasts. Go on podchaser.com. Take a look around. You'll find some great stuff. And please give us one of those 5-star child reviews.
Yep. And speaking of that, we got a 5-star child review from Uncle B. Great, recently discovered, and then it gets cut off because it says Kiss something. I'm thinking he says Kiss podcast. I don't know, but he says these guys do a great job. One of the fun and funnier Kiss podcasts I've encountered. I'm not a huge Kiss fanatic, but I enjoy it either way. They don't follow a standard format each show, and that's why I enjoy it. Each one has unfolded differently that I've listened to so far. Never boring. Awesome. See, that's what we love. We don't follow a standard format. Last week we did an interview with somebody. Tonight we're doing a top 10 episode. Who knows what next week is going to be? And we love that. We got a little bit of feedback too on from Facebook too. You can do Facebook recommendations or just some shout outs on Facebook. We got a comment from Sean Stelton. He says, "This was great. My first episode, and I really appreciate your humor and knowledge. Very cool." Well, that's very cool of you, Sean, to reach out to us. And then we got one from it looks like he's a paisan. His name is Jack Panacchio. He says, "Hey people, love the podcast. Came across it about maybe a month ago. Wondering, did you guys ever do a podcast review of Kiss Symphony? It was my first ever Kiss concert. It'd be great to hear your review. Kiss rock and roll." That is awesome. We have not done that yet. We will get to it, but that would be pretty awesome. And thank you, Jack, for reaching out and saying that you enjoy the show, and glad you found us.
Yeah, we talked about it briefly when I mentioned about quarantine, that I really want to get deep dive into that. So when we do the album review, we probably should. Yep. We did get an email from Costa Vutsinas where he talked about the Detroit Rock City, and I believe, it's quite long, so I don't want to get too much into this because time is running out here. But Costa did say to us about the fact that he was actually in the shooting of that, right? He was there when they were filming that in Toronto. He was at a conference. He was walking around the hotel downtown area and ran into it. And he's been listening to us lately. And Costa Vutsinas is from Montreal. Now, that is definitely a fellow Grecian.
Yes, my friend.
Yeah, hi.
Yes, how can I do?
I was wondering, can I get a little more juice for the sandwich?
You like the juice, eh?
Yeah,
The juice is good, eh?
Yeah, it's
I get you more juice.
Okay, great, thanks.
Elias, more juice for the Giro.
What? For who?
Right here. You like the juice, eh?
Yeah, I do.
The juice is very good, eh?
Yeah, no, it is good stuff.
More juice! What? More juice for the Giro.
So we had an Italian for you and a fellow Greek for me.
There you go.
Yasutikanis to Costa.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I don't want to get too much because I will lose like 99% of our audience, except for him. So thank you. Great. Keep those emails coming. Keep the reviews coming. Keep the comments on social media coming. You know we love to interact. Shout it out loudcast@gmail.com. Shout it out loudcast@gmail.com. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We love it. Keep it going. Tom, famous last words.
Hotels that all look the same just seem to drive me insane, but I can't get away until I receive a call that tells me that'll be all. And then I hop a plane.
That'll be all. All right.
Paul gets a call and it says, "Hey, Paul, that'll be all." Oh, I got to hop a plane.
Hi, is this Paul? Yes, it is. That'll be all.
Oh.
All right. Now, I don't even know where to begin with this one. I'm just thinking of how should I phrase this? All right. So you lift your dress. You want to impress. There's one thing I've got to confess. Who the fuck is just lifting their dress to impress? Hey, take a look at my bush in the 70s.
This is bullshit. I want Bush pan down.
This is bullshit. I want Bush pan down. We've got Bush.
Oh, hair pie.
Oh, man.
Oh, Gene. Oh, anyway. Thank you, Kiss Army. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Zeus. Thanks, everybody. Have a safe weekend and be good, and we will talk to you guys soon. Thanks all the time for everything here. We love it.
Peace out, Girl Scout.